Now, we're talking about the education system. Today, I think this morning, there was a conference at the Queen Elizabeth II conference hall about black people. It says, empowering our children for success. And it says, what are the successful strategies for raising black pupils' achievements? They're talking about our kids. They're talking about our youths. Now, but most of the people attending this conference are all white people. They are going to determine what is right for our people and what is right for our children. How come we don't know? But they are the people who has got to tell us how to raise our children. See, the problem is, Diane Abbott said something one time during this time that Trevor Phillips made that comment about black youth being segregated from the education system. She said, how come when these kids when these kids were young, they did well in school just like any other kids, like the Asian child, like the white child and all that. But then when teenagers, they start going down. They start slacking. It is something that even these people at the top has not been able to find answers to. But you see, the truth is that when these kids are young, they don't know anything. When they go to school, the same nursery rhyme that is taught to the Asian child is taught to the white child and the black child. But then, when they start growing up and they become teenagers, they start learning something like history and achievements and all that. And what do they teach them? They teach them about Horatio Nelson, they teach them about Florence Nightingale, they teach them about what a great achievement that people like Thomas Edison has done. They never teach them about anything about black people and their achievements. So you leave school, you come and you think that, oh, okay, Florence Nightingale did this, Thomas Edison did that. But if you ask a black child that, can you name one black inventor or anyone who has really done anything, maybe the only person they can tell you is Nelson Mandela. So because of that, these people don't really have anyone to look up to, or anybody to model their lives on that. Oh, this person was able to do that, so I can also do that. These are the things that needs to be taught in the schools. Now they are saying that how can they get teachers to teach these African culture and all that? I say that if they advertise it, people will apply. And they will get teachers to come and teach these things. In accordance with the IAC Charter, we are talking about building an Afrocentricity society, whatever. These are the things that we've got to do. These are the things that we've got to teach our children. There was something that I was talking about the other time with one of my colleagues about language. What I said to him was that, is it important for us to teach our children our local dialect? Some people said, well, we don't know. Some people said, no. I said, okay. Now, you see, where I work with London Underground. And one thing I've noticed is that every Sunday, you see a lot of black people going to church and all that. And once they come through, you listen to them, they're trying to speak English to their children and all that. You hear that this person is Nigerian or Caribbean or Kenyan or whatever, from the accent, trying to speak English to the kid who understands English already because he goes to school, he plays with white kids, all that is, he's taught English in school and all that. But then the Asian child goes through the gate, or you see the Asian child, as little as he is, he's speaking Bangladeshi and all that. When I spoke to one of my colleagues, he said, yeah, but you see, we live in this country and all that, and we have to speak English. That is true. But like I'm saying, if we want to create a diverse cultural society or a diverse society, then the point is that we've got to contribute. And what do we contribute into this society? We are leaving our culture behind and trying to take somebody else's culture. Why is it that the Asian parent thinks that it is important for him or her to teach his children their language? Because they want them to carry that cultural heritage further. Because it will come to a point whereby your kids will have kids over here, and then 50 years later, they all speak English. They don't understand any word of their own language. When they go back to Africa or the Caribbean, what are they going to speak? The cultural heritage is lost. That is one thing that I've always wanted to say, that the link between Africans and Caribbeans are so severed, to the extent that when you speak to a Caribbean to say that you're African, she'll say, no, 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 no. You see, I have Kuli in me, I have this in me, I have that in me, trying to do everything they can to distance themselves away from being African.